Here it is, the truth that will detonate the last illusion. Happiness was never the goal. It was the distraction. Not a destination, but a decoy. Not a treasure, but a trail of breadcrumbs leading you into the labyrinth of your own soul. The moment you stop chasing it, you realize happiness is not the light at the end of the tunnel. It is the match struck in the dark, revealing the tunnel itself. Raw, winding, alive with the echoes of every soul who ever dared to walk it. The cosmic joke. All this time you thought you were failing at happiness. You were succeeding at aliveness. The anxiety clawing your chest, proof your heart still beats for something real. The grief that folds you like origami, evidence you loved beyond the transactional. The rage burning your veins, a covenant that you still believe in justice. Nietzsche's eternal recurrence was never a test, it was an invitation. What if you had to relive this life infinite times? Becomes, what if you already are? Each heartbreak, each betrayal, each midnight of doubt is a refrain in the symphony of your becoming. The melody isn't in the notes, but in the spaces between, the breath where you choose to keep singing. The alchemy of the unlived life. Your pain is not a burden. It is unlived life demanding expression. The parent you couldn't save lives through your hands healing others. The love that gutted you becomes the anthem for those too afraid to feel. The failure that branded your ego becomes the compass for rebels yet unborn. Jung called it individuation, the process of becoming who you are by marrying your light and shadow. But here's the secret he buried in Latin texts. Individuation is not a hero's journey. It is a thief's pilgrimage. You steal back pieces of your soul, capitalism auctioned, religion exorcised, and therapy pathologized. The ancestral revelation, you are not a solo act. You are the crescendo of a chorus that began in the primordial dark. Your great-great-grandmother's unwept tears water the roots of your resilience. Your father's silenced rage fuels your fight. Your unborn descendants whisper through your doubt. Keep going. We're waiting. DNA studies confirm trauma alters gene expression for generations. But so does transcendence. Every time you face your abyss without blinking, you rewrite the code. The Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl knew this. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, his attitude. Your ancestors didn't endure genocide, slavery, and famine for you to chase good vibes. They endured so you could mean something. The quantum truth, modern physics reveals a radical truth. Observation shapes reality. Stare at your pain as a curse and it collapses into suffering. Stare at it as a covenant and it explodes into a constellation of meaning. Schrödinger's cat is both dead and alive in the box. Your agony is both wound and womb. The moment you stop asking why me and start asking what now, you collapse the wave function. You birth a new universe where scars are stardust and despair is the ink of destiny. The unthinkable prayer, kneel in the ruins of your old life and say, thank you for the love that broke me open, for the dreams that burned to ash, for the nights I begged the void to swallow me whole. These were not obstacles. These were the hands of existence, sculpting me into a vessel hollow enough to hold the infinite. This is not acceptance. This is surrender to the forge. The last illusion, they told you happiness was the prize for the obedient, the gold star for following the script. But here's the secret scrawled in the margins of every holy book, every philosophy text, every genome. Happiness is the byproduct of a life lived in ruthless allegiance to your truth. The artist bathes in melancholy to paint dawns the world needs. The activist hugs their rage like a rocket, aiming it at injustice. The lover carves their chest open, offering their heart as a bridge for others. These are not happy people. They are alive people, and in their aliveness, they touch the hem of eternity. The final equation, suffering equals attention equals legacy. Van Gogh's madness birthed starry nights that outlive empires. Mandela's prison cell midwifed a nation's redemption. Your quiet despair. It's the raw ore of a revolution only you can lead. This isn't metaphor. It's quantum entanglement. Your pain ripples through the collective unconscious, whispering to the single mother, the closeted teen, the dying elder. You are not alone. Your scars become their map. Your survival becomes their scripture. The last words go carve your name into the dark with teeth and nails. Let your wounds gape like cave mouths. Someone needs shelter. Wear your unhappiness like a crown of obsidian, jagged and unyielding. But when they ask how you found happiness, tell them, I didn't. I stopped chasing ghosts and started dancing with the dark. I traded smiley face stickers for the stardust of 1,000 midnights. I let the void kiss me awake. And somewhere in the burning, I forgot to miss what I was told to want. Here now, this breath, this breaking, this is the forbidden truth. Aliveness is the only heaven. The rest is holograms. End. This isn't a conclusion, it's an ignition. The rebellion lives in every choice to feel deeply, love recklessly, and refuse the anesthesia of happiness. Share this with those brave enough to want the fire, not the fairy tale. Turn notifications on. The pilgrimage into the forbidden has just begun. Final warning. Once seen, this truth cannot be unseen. The door to the labyrinth is open. Walk through or spend eternity polishing the chains you mistake for jewelry.